All right, buckle up, everyone. We're diving deep into the world of eBay today. We're taking on your source, Anne Eckhart's Beginner's Guide to Selling on eBay.
We're going to uncover all those juicy tips and strategies to help you turn online selling into a profitable gig. Whether you're thinking side hustle,
Or a full-blown eBay empire.
exactly. And we'll cover everything from setting up that account to finding those hidden gem products,
Crafting listings that just sell like crazy.
becoming a shipping ninja.
Oh, and even scaling your business like a pro.
We're going beyond just the surface here. We'll be digging deep into those insider tips and strategies that can make all the difference in your eBay journey.
Exactly, all about those actionable insights. Now let's talk about something nobody likes, but everybody has to deal with. eBay fees. I mean, who wants to see their profits disappear, right?
Right, and one thing the book mentions that a lot of sellers don't realize is that you actually get a bunch of free listings each month.
Really?
Yeah, it depends on your selling plan, but it's a good way to reduce those insertion fees.
Oh, that's a great point. It's like a head start on the profit game. And the book also mentions eBay stores.
Oh yeah, eBay stores.
I've heard those can be game changers.
Yeah, absolutely can be. Think of an eBay store subscription as like investing in your eBay future.
Okay.
Not only can it lower those pesky fees, but it also unlocks a ton of marketing tools and branding options.
Hmm.
It's almost like upgrading from a street vendor to a boutique owner.
So an eBay store is more than just a storefront then?
Definitely. It gives you a dedicated space to showcase your brand. You can customize your storefront and offer special promotions to those loyal customers.
So it's about creating a more professional and engaging experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm intrigued. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, we need to find the products, right? The products that are going to fly off those virtual shelves. The book talks about using the completed listings filter to uncover those hidden gems. So what is that exactly?
Think of it as a window into the mind of a buyer.
Yeah.
The completed listings filter lets you see what items have actually sold recently and for how much.
So you can see what's actually in demand.
Exactly. It helps you avoid wasting time and money on products that nobody's buying or diving into a market that's already flooded with sellers.
That's like having a crystal ball that shows you the real demand.
It's all about real data.
Okay, so no wishful thinking here.
Yeah.
Now, the book also mentions that it can be helpful to sell what you miss and love. I mean, is there really truth to that idea?
Absolutely. When you're passionate about something, you're naturally going to have more in-depth knowledge about it, which translates into better listings and better customer service. It's like having a built-in advantage.
It makes sense. You're already an expert in your passion.
Exactly. And plus, there's a certain joy that comes from sharing that passion with others.
Spreading the love through eBay. Now, once we've got that winning product, the next step is finding those inventory sources. The book mentions a few different approaches.
There are so many ways to find inventory. A lot of people start with retail arbitrage. That's finding those discounted items from big box stores or even online retailers and reselling them for a profit on eBay.
Oh, so that's where those amazing deals come from.
Yep. Then you have the thrill of the hunt. Thrifting at those thrift stores and garage sales, you never know what treasures you're going to find.
Oh, I love that. It's like a treasure hunt with a profit potential.
Exactly. And then for those who like to buy in bulk, you have wholesale and liquidation. You can find those pallets of merchandise at crazy discounted prices.
Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. Now, what about drop shipping? I hear that term thrown around a lot.
Drop shipping is basically being the middleman. You sell a product on eBay without actually keeping it in stock yourself. So when a customer buys from you, you place an order with the supplier, and they ship the product directly to the customer.
You don't actually have to handle any inventory or shipping.
Right. But you have to find a supplier who you can really trust.
That makes sense. Trust but verify.
Exactly. You want to make sure that you're partnering with suppliers who align with your values. Otherwise, you could end up with those unhappy customers.
So research is key. What are some tools to help sellers find those drop shipping suppliers?
Well, there's Worldwide Brands. It's a reputable directory of certified wholesalers and drop shippers. And then there's SaleWho. They also offer a directory of suppliers, but they've also got market research tools and a really supportive community of drop shippers.
Oh, wow. So there's a whole community.
Yeah. And then Spocket is another popular choice, especially for those high-quality suppliers.
So many options. Okay, so we've got our products, we've dodged those fee monsters, and we've found our inventory sources. Now it's time to create listings that just make shoppers want to click buy now, right?
Absolutely. Your listing is like your product's online storefront.
It's the first impression.
Exactly. And the book really stresses the importance of those catchy titles and descriptions.
So it's more than just listing the features.
Yeah, you want to highlight those unique selling points, really connect with potential buyers. And you need those keywords so buyers can actually find your products.
So it's like speaking the algorithm's language.
Exactly. And don't forget those professional-looking photos.
Ah, yes, the power of visuals.
They can really make a difference.
Okay, I'm convinced. Now let's talk about the eternal eBay debate: auctions versus fixed prices. Is there a right way?
Well, it depends. Auctions can be exciting, potentially driving up that price,
Yeah.
but they also come with a risk,
The risk of not selling at all.
or selling for way less than you hoped.
Ah, so it's a gamble. When do fixed prices make more sense?
If you want more control over the selling price, they're ideal for those everyday items or products that you can restock easily.
So it depends on your selling strategy. But even with fixed prices, there's still the question of how to actually determine the right price. Why is $19.99 so much more appealing than $20, even though it's just a penny difference?
It's psychology. Our brains tend to process those prices from left to right, so that $19.99 feels like it's in the $10 range, while $20 feels like it's in the $20 range.
Oh, it's a mind trick. I love it. What are some other pricing tips from the book?
Research those sold listings.
Okay.
See what buyers are actually paying. Factor in that seasonal demand. If you're selling swimsuits in the summer, you can probably charge a higher price.
That makes sense. What about free shipping?
Free shipping is a huge incentive for buyers.
Oh, yeah, everybody loves free shipping. But let's not forget about the behind-the-scenes heroes, shipping and fulfillment.
Right. It's all about getting those treasures into the hands of those eager buyers. And choosing the right shipping carrier can save you a ton of money.
So many options, though.
You've got USPS for smaller items, FedEx or UPS for heavier or high-value packages.
And then there's that global shipping program, right, for reaching those international buyers.
Exactly. And don't skip on packaging.
Okay, what are the key things to remember for packaging?
Use sturdy boxes, protect those items, and always print those labels directly from eBay. It looks more professional.
Good tips. So it's more than just slapping on a label.
Yeah, and you can add a little personal touch, like a thank you note or even a small promotional item.
It's all about the experience.
Absolutely.
Okay, now let's tackle the sometimes dreaded world of customer service.
It doesn't have to be scary.
How can we make it less scary?
Just respond promptly, have clear return policies, and be professional, even in tough situations.
So it's all about staying calm and collected even when you're dealing with a tricky customer.
Exactly. Empathy can go a long way.
What about those unavoidable returns and refunds? How do we handle those gracefully?
Encourage buyers to contact you directly before they open a case.
So communication is key.
Yeah, you can often resolve the issue before it escalates. And remember, minimizing negative feedback is all about turning a potentially bad experience into a good one.
Okay, so we've covered products, listings, shipping, customer service. Now, how do we get those amazing listings seen by those eager buyers? It's marketing time.
First things first, optimize those listings for eBay's search engine. Use those popular keywords in your titles and descriptions. Make sure you're adding all the relevant item specifics.
So we're helping eBay's algorithm understand exactly what we're selling.
Exactly. And then there's promoted listings.
I've heard about those. What are they?
They're basically like little ads that give your listings a boost. They can be really effective if you're launching a new product or trying to bump up sales.
So it's a way to get more visibility.
Exactly.
Okay, what about social media? Can we use those platforms to drive traffic to our eBay listings?
Absolutely. You can share your listings on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even create some engaging video content.
Video content, what kind?
You could do product demos, maybe even some behind-the-scenes looks at your eBay business.
Oh, I love that idea. It's all about showing personality.
Exactly. And those eBay-related Facebook groups, those are great too.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about those. Are they worth joining?
They are. You can connect with other sellers, get advice, and learn from each other.
It's like a community of eBay enthusiasts.
Precisely. And don't forget about platforms like YouTube and TikTok. People love seeing products in action.
So it's about creating a more engaging shopping experience.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm seeing the bigger picture here. Now let's talk about scaling, taking our eBay businesses to the next level. What's the secret?
Well, it all starts with expanding your inventory. You could explore new product categories, maybe source inventory in bulk to get better pricing, or even consider creating your own private label products.
Oh, private label. That sounds interesting.
And as you scale, inventory management becomes crucial. You don't want to oversell and end up with unhappy customers.
Definitely not.
There are some great inventory management software options out there that can really help. And then as your order volume goes up, you'll want to think about automation and outsourcing.
Automation and outsourcing? Tell me more.
There are tools for almost everything these days. You can automate responses, even outsource tasks like photo editing or customer service.
It's like having a team of helpers behind the scenes.
Exactly. And remember, as you scale, it's okay to invest in tools and resources that will help you grow.
That makes sense. You have to spend money to make money. Sometimes.
And don't forget about your eBay store. It can be a powerful tool for branding and building customer loyalty.
Okay, I'm ready to unlock those secrets.
Let's do
This is getting exciting. Welcome back to our eBay deep dive. We're picking up where we left off, exploring how to turn your online selling dreams into a reality.
And of course, we're still drawing from that wisdom in Eckhart's Beginner's Guide to Selling on eBay. Last time we tackled finding those profitable products, sourcing like pros.
And crafting those listings that convert.
Right. Now we're diving into those crucial aspects that can make or break your success on eBay.
I'm all ears. The book really hammered home the importance of that top-notch customer service.
Yeah, it's essential.
It's not just about making the sale. It's about creating a positive experience for the buyer.
It really is. Think of it like you're building a relationship. Responding to messages promptly, ideally within 24 hours, shows buyers that you're attentive and you care about their needs.
It's like you're saying, hey, I see you, I value your business, even if it's all online.
Exactly. And clear return policies are just non-negotiable.
Right.
The book recommends offering those 30-day returns, which gives buyers peace of mind, and it shows that you stand behind your products.
So it's all about going that extra mile to build trust and confidence.
Yeah, especially online. And then let's not forget about the human element. Even when you're faced with a really tough situation, maintaining that polite and professional attitude can really make a difference.
It's like they say, kill them with kindness.
Right. And returns and refunds, those are just facts of life when you're selling online.
It happens.
The book gives some really good advice on how to handle these smoothly.
Smoothly is the key word because it can get stressful. What are some tips?
Well, if an item gets damaged or if it's not described accurately, the best thing to do is just issue a full refund.
Okay.
It shows the buyer that you're taking their concerns seriously.
You're making things right.
Right. And if a buyer wants to return something, encourage them to actually ship the item back before things escalate into a dispute.
So be proactive, communicate.
Exactly. It makes everything smoother. Okay, let's shift gears a bit and talk about marketing strategies, those things that can make your listing stand out.
Yeah, how do we get those listings seen?
The book really emphasizes optimizing your listings for eBay's search engine. It's like speaking the algorithm's language.
It's all about cracking that code to get seen by the right people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think about how you search for things online, what words come to mind. Use those keywords in your titles and descriptions.
So it's about using natural language, no keyword stuffing.
Right, and don't forget about those item specifics.
Item specifics, what are those?
They're those detailed attributes that categorize your items. Brand, size, color, model, all that good stuff. The more you fill out, the better your chances of popping up in those relevant searches.
So it's like giving eBay's algorithm a detailed map to our listing.
Exactly. The more information, the better. Now, the book also highlights promoted listings. They're a paid feature on eBay, but they can give your listings a real boost in visibility.
What makes promoted listings so special? Are they worth the money?
They're like little ads that put your listings front and center, increasing the chances of people seeing them. They can be really effective if you're launching a new product or if you're just trying to increase sales for a specific item.
So it's a way to get more eyes on your listings.
Exactly. Now let's talk about social media. It's not just for sharing funny cat videos anymore.
I was going to say there's got to be more to it, right?
It can be a powerful tool to get people to your eBay listings. Think about where your target audience spends their time online. Are they on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? Share those listings. Show off your products with great pictures and videos.
So it's about meeting those potential buyers where they already are.
Exactly. And get creative with it. Host live Q&A sessions about your products, maybe do some contests or giveaways, even team up with influencers.
Those are great ideas. I never thought about it that way. What about those eBay-related Facebook groups? Are they worth joining?
They are. You can connect with other sellers, share tips, get advice.
So it's like a support system for your eBay journey.
Exactly. And don't forget about those visually driven platforms like YouTube and TikTok. You can do unboxing videos, product demos, Maybe even give a behind-the-scenes peek at your eBay business.
So we're making our listings more personal, more engaging.
Right. Now let's talk about scaling up your eBay business. The book has some great advice on how to level up and take things to the next level.
Because once you get the hang of it, it's natural to want to grow,
Hmm.
right?
Right. And it all starts with expanding your inventory. You can branch out into new product categories. You can source your inventory in bulk to get better pricing. You could even explore creating your own branded products. Those are private label products.
Private label, that sounds interesting.
And then as you scale, managing your inventory becomes even more important. You don't want to oversell and end up with a bunch of unhappy customers.
Oh, no, that would be a nightmare.
Luckily, there are some really great inventory management software options out there to help you stay organized.
Like what?
Scubana or Zoho Inventory, they can do so much. They can track your stock levels, automate reordering, even manage multiple sales channels from one place.
It's like having a personal assistant for your inventory.
It is. And then as your order volume starts increasing, you want to explore automation and outsourcing to really free up your time.
Okay, tell me more about automation and outsourcing. What can we do?
You know those tools we talked about earlier for managing your listings and automating those responses? Those are just the beginning. Think about those tasks that are eating up most of your time and energy. Could you outsource your photo editing to a freelancer? Maybe delegate your customer service inquiries to a virtual assistant. You can even automate your order fulfillment through a third-party logistics provider.
Wow, so many options. It's like creating a team of helpers to support your eBay empire.
It is. And as your business grows, remember, it's okay to invest in those tools and resources that will help you scale up efficiently.
You got to spend money to make money sometimes.
Right. And speaking of scaling, remember the importance of your eBay store. It can really help with your branding and building up that loyal customer base.
I'm ready to unlock those secrets.
Let's do it.
And we're back for the final part of our eBay deep dive. It's been quite a journey exploring all the ins and outs of building an eBay business.
It has.
Yeah.
But we're not done yet. We've still got some important ground to cover.
That's right. We're going to make sure you're equipped to not just survive, but really thrive in the world of eBay.
We're going to be drawing from that wisdom in Anne Eckhart's Beginner's Guide to Selling on eBay to help you avoid those common pitfalls, handle those tricky situations, and ultimately future-proof your business.
So we're putting on our eBay armor and getting ready to conquer any challenge that comes our way.
That's the spirit.
The book mentions a bunch of common mistakes that even experienced sellers can make. Let's talk about those.
Well, one of the biggest ones is overpricing.
Oh, yeah. Pricing can be tricky.
It might be tempting to try to get as much profit as possible, but pricing too high can really scare away potential buyers.
It's like that old saying, you can't sell what people won't buy.
Exactly.
So how do we find that sweet spot, that price that's attractive to buyers but still profitable for us?
Research, research, research. Look at what similar items are actually selling for, not just what other sellers are asking.
Okay.
Remember that completed listings filter we talked about?
Oh, yeah.
That's your best friend for figuring out what buyers are willing to pay. And think about things like the time of year and demand.
So if you're selling a winter coat in July, maybe lower that price a bit.
Exactly. Now, another big mistake is neglecting customer service. In the world of online selling, trust is everything.
Oh, yeah. Customer service is huge.
Responding quickly, being empathetic, being willing to go that extra mile can really make a difference.
It can turn a one-time buyer into a lifelong customer.
Right. And speaking of things that can make a lasting impression, inventory management is crucial.
Inventory management. What's so important about that?
If you're not keeping track of your stock, you could end up overselling, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to promise something you can't deliver.
Not at all.
What are some tips for staying organized and on top of things?
Well, there's some great inventory management tools out there. Things like Scubana or Zoho Inventory can really help you stay organized.
So they can help us avoid those overselling nightmares.
Exactly. And as your business grows, don't be afraid to explore things like automation and outsourcing.
We talked about that earlier, right? What are some more specific examples of things we can automate or outsource?
Oh, there are tools for almost everything these days. You can automate responses to common questions, outsource photo editing. You can even have someone else handle your order fulfillment.
So it's about building a team, even if it's a virtual team, to help you manage everything.
Exactly. It frees up your time so you can focus on the bigger picture. Now let's talk about something that can be a little scary for sellers. Negative feedback.
Nobody likes getting negative feedback, but it happens.
It does, but it's all about how you handle it. The key is to respond professionally and try to be proactive.
Okay.
If the feedback is valid, acknowledge the mistake, apologize, and offer a solution. Sometimes that's all it takes to turn a negative experience into a positive one.
So it's about showing that you care and you're willing to make things right.
Exactly. Now, if the feedback is unfair or inaccurate, eBay does have a process for getting feedback removed.
Oh, that's good to know.
But remember, the best defense against negative feedback is a strong offense, consistently providing excellent customer service and quality products.
Makes sense. A good reputation speaks for itself. As we wrap up our eBay deep dive, the book really emphasizes future-proofing our business. What are some key things we should keep in mind?
One of the most important things is to stay informed. eBay's policies change all the time, so make it a habit to check for updates regularly.
Okay, gotta stay up to date.
And don't be afraid to think beyond just eBay.
What do you mean?
Maybe diversify your income streams. You could look at selling on other marketplaces like Amazon or Etsy, or even start your own e-commerce website.
So don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. And as your business grows, think about building an email list. It's a great way to connect directly with your customers.
So it's about building a relationship beyond just the eBay platform.
Right. So as we wrap up our deep dive, remember that building a successful eBay business is a journey. It's all about learning, adapting, and constantly evolving.
And thanks to Eckhart's Beginner's Guide to Selling on eBay, we've got a great roadmap to guide us along the way. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale up, we hope the insights we've shared have been helpful.
I agree, and don't forget about that thought-provoking question we left you with earlier. What does your eBay business look like 5 years from now? What have you accomplished? Hold on to that vision, keep that entrepreneurial spirit burning, and never stop learning. The world of eBay is always changing, but with the right knowledge and passion, you can achieve amazing things.
That's a wrap on our eBay deep dive. We hope you've enjoyed this journey into the world of online selling. Remember, knowledge is power, but action is where the magic happens. So get out there, put those insights into practice, and watch your eBay dreams take flight. Happy selling, everyone!